Hi, my name is Mark, and today I'd like to show you what's inside this huge black-red box with Apex Legends, the board game. Today we'll do the unboxing video, and I have received Apex Legends from Glass Cannon Unplugged for review. Thanks a lot for sending it to me. And this is a game based on a video game, and Apex Legends is a skirmish combat game in which you will play as legends, fighters, and you will fight with other teams, with other warriors for fame, for glory, for new equipment. You can see by looking at the cover that this is a combat skirmish game. This game looks really great. It introduces very unique 3D terrain and buildings. I will try to show to you how it works during unboxing. I have played Apex Legends once in the past. I played the prototype copy 2 years ago. I don't remember that much from playing the prototype. The base game box here is for 2 to 6 players, and this game has got a solo co-op mode, but this is in a separate expansion. I don't have the solo co-op expansion yet. I will have it, and when I will make a video about playing this game, and I will tell you my opinion, how the game plays and what I think about it, I will try to cover the solo and co-op mode as well. But today I have just the base game. I mean, this is a huge and massive box with a lot of content. So let's unbox this box. And again, as I said, I will make another video, so stay tuned and subscribe to my channel to not miss the second video about Apex Legends. Let's unbox this huge box. Let me show you what's inside this Apex Legends, the board game box. I have to be honest with you, this is the second time I'm making this unboxing. The first unboxing was the really one when I opened the box, everything was still in the shrink wrap and everything. But there are a lot of things and components inside that needs to be assembled before you play the game. A lot of cardboard components and elements, and after I unboxed this game, and after I assembled everything, I decided that the first unboxing doesn't make sense because it doesn't give the game justice and you will not be able to see how the game really looks. So I decided to make a second unboxing, this one you're watching right now, where I will show you some components that are already assembled and organized inside this box, because this box has a really nice insert that fits everything and has space for all the components. The box for Apex Legends, the board game, is really huge. It's not a typical square board game box. Believe me, it's very large. So after you open the box, let me put the box to the side, you get this sheets, how to organize the game. And this is really nice because it really helps to place everything in the box. Of course, these images are maybe a little small, but it gives you an idea how to store everything. On the other side, you have information how to assemble everything, and this is what I was talking about. After you punch all the punch boards, you have to basically assemble and build those trees and rocks and buildings and some fences and stuff that you will use during the game. And it looks much better when it's already assembled, so you will see it in a second. And here we have 3 bags, and they are really well made. And those bags, they contain loot. There is like a regular loot, legendary loot, and rare loot. You will draw tokens from those bags, depending what type of loot you get. There are a lot of different tokens with a lot of upgrades and weapons and armors and everything. And those bags are really nicely made. So you have 3 of them. Let me show you. This is cool. Organizing and sorting everything and assembling everything took me like 2 hours with this game. There is a lot of things to assemble, but I have to say it was really fun, and all the instructions written on this paper here were really helpful. And this is the 3rd type of loot. And what really surprises me, and you will see it in a second, is that everything fits back in the game box. And I was really surprised because after I took everything out from the box and after I read the instructions how to assemble everything, I didn't believe that it will all fit back in the box, but it did. Here are the elements, the components that you use in order to create different buildings. How it works I will show you in a second, but basically those are the sites for the buildings that you will use in the game. You will have to fold it in a specific way to create three-dimensional building and terrain. And believe me, it works really well. You have to learn how to do it, so first time you do it, it may be a little confusing, but after doing it a few times, it's really easy. And this is a really clever idea because I'm not sure if you have seen any photos of Apex Legends, but this game has got a 3D terrain. You have buildings with different levels and you have different fences, and you know, the board is not flat, it's really like a 3D small city, 3D area, and it's all done with cardboard and paper. And this is great because you don't need any plastic buildings and this huge, I don't know, a second box with only terrain accessories and buildings and stuff. Everything is created with cardboard. It doesn't take much space, it's not heavy, but it's very functional. But I will show you in a second how it works. Now we have the core rules, and there are quite a lot of rules to learn. The rulebook has got 47 pages. This is not a very easy game to learn, probably. I have not read the rulebook yet. I have played the prototype 2 years ago, so I remember something from playing this game, but not much. Also, this was a prototype what I played, and probably the final game has changed a little. But it's got a lot of examples, a lot of artwork. So by judging it from looking at it, it looks like written quite well. So yeah, but quite a lot of rules. And the rulebook also contains how to set up the first game that you will play, because then you have the second rulebook, match settings, and when you play the Apex Legends in the future, after learning the game, you have different play modes that you can choose: Battle Royale, Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Assassination, and Both mode. And depending which one you choose, you have different setups, different maps, different objectives. So each time you play the game, you can choose a different play mode, and then according to the second booklet, you will have to set the game up depending on the chosen play mode. Yeah, so this is it. This game also contains solo and co-op mode. To be honest, I have not played solo and co-op. I don't have this expansion yet because this copy I got from Glass Cannon Unplugged, but I know that they shipped a few copies from China with a plane, and the rest of the production copies of the game, expansion, everything is traveling by ship to to Europe and to the rest of the world. So when I get the solo co-op expansion, I will of course play it, and then I will be able to tell you in the second video how the game plays solo and co-op. For now, we are just looking at the base game that doesn't have solo co-op. It's from 2 to 6 players. Here we have some help sheet with some map grid, line of sight, movement, actions, stuff like this. It's always useful having something like this that you can place on the table and use without looking into the rulebook. Now we have some terrain tiles that you will use to construct the maps. They don't have very unique artwork, but the main fun in this game comes from all the buildings and trees and rocks and fences that you will place on the board during the game. So this is just a flat surface that you will use to create the map that you have chosen to use in your game. And now we have a lot of trays. I will try to remove all of them and to tell you what's inside. But as I said, I have not played this game, so I'm not entirely sure what are all those components inside. I have to read the rulebook, I have to play the game, and I will make another video. This is just an unboxing / reboxing video where I will show you different components and content of the box. This is another bag. This one is used for one of the characters because you have 6 legends, 6 warriors in this game. Each one has got a different set of components and maybe some cards and stuff like this. So this bag is for one of the, it's empty now, but it's one for used by one of the warriors. And here we have some trackers to track, different things. You had to assemble it, but it didn't make any problem assembling it. We have 6 of them. This is probably, I'm not sure, a turn board. It's just one. And then we have a lot of different tokens below it. I'm not sure what are those tokens used for. I think that this is like a special legendary, super rare, ultra legendary loot. We have some other tokens that are used probably depending on the game mode you choose, the characters you choose to play. I'm not sure. I will not try to guess all the meaning of all those components. As you've seen, there are 2 rule books, one with basic rules, another one with match settings. So some of those components will be used in a specific play mode. But what's cool is that all the components, they have their own space here in the box. So this is nice. You don't have to use any bags to store everything. So let's remove the top tray. And this is like a cake where you have different layers and each layer has got something to offer. Here we have different miniatures, or you can say the plastic components and elements. You have the legends, the warriors that you will be able to use. We have 6 of them. To be honest, I don't remember if there were more characters on the crowdfunding campaign. I remember there were some expansions apart from the solo and co-op one. So maybe there was an expansion with additional legends, warriors. I'm not sure. You have to check the crowdfunding campaign. But we have 6 of them, and they are very asymmetrical. They have different abilities and different actions and even different components. Some components are used by some of the warriors, like we have those, hawks or falcons. I'm not an ornithologist. Some additional shields or barriers. I have no idea. Some zip lines. This is cool. This is cool that each character plays different. But the components, they are really, really nice. Like you have those plastic components to set an area on the board. They are transparent, really, really nice. Even the prototype that I played, I remember it looked really amazing when you have set up the game and when you played the game. Mostly because of not only the plastic elements, but because of all the 3D terrain cardboard components that are below here in this box. You have some barriers, and as you can see, everything fits in the box. This is like some smoke, plastic token used for smoke. Really, really nice. Explosion. Cool. This is great, and I really love that this is the plastic is not gray, but you have different colors. Because if you're watching my channel, you know that I'm not someone who paints miniatures, so having some colors is really nice. We can remove this tray, and below we have additional tiles that you use to create some terrain. This looks for me like a river, so probably you will place it on the other tiles to make a river in the maybe middle of the combat zone. At least this is my guess. Here are some of the components that are used to put them on the buildings, and as you can see, you have those special here cardboard elements to block it when you insert it in the building. So you had to assemble it when you are unboxing the game, but it fits here. Some additional walls and elements that you place on buildings, because the level you are on in this game really matters, because it's like a tactical shooting game, so it matters if you are higher or lower than your enemies. Let me put it back here. Here we have some help sheets for each player with some description of the actions and shoot procedure, description of each character, the components the character is using, the legend, difficulty, some additional rules. So when you choose one of the legends, you take the help card, and you can use it during the game. Some additional weapon layouts. There are a lot of cards, a lot of weapons in this game, so yeah, quite a lot of them. So let me remove this, and this is an endless box of stuff. You will see I will remove the layers, and there is still something inside, so let me put it to the side. And here we have additional tray, this time of purely cardboard components, and those are different walls that you will use in the game. Let me remove this. So you will put it on the board, and you have a full wall, wider, shorter, higher, lower, and you can keep it. This is important, and that's why I wanted to show it to you in this video, because when I did the first unboxing video, you couldn't really see how it works. Everything is assembled, and you store everything assembled in the trays. As you can see, there is a special space, and you have some indents here, and you don't need to assemble everything or disassemble after playing the game. And this is for me a game changer, because I hate games that give you beautiful cardboard components and maybe trees and walls and rocks and everything, but after playing the game you have to disassemble everything and put back in the box, because first the cardboard components, they get damaged during the game. If you assemble and disassemble, disassemble a cardboard component, after a few times it will be damaged probably. And the second thing is, takes a lot of time. So this is a board. I don't remember this board what it's used for. I remember something, but this is used for shooting. But you know, I have to play the game to learn how to use it. But as I said, different walls, different types of terrain that you can use in the game. Really, really cool. And everything fits in the game box. Let me put it on the top, so I will not make a mess here on the table. Let me put it to the side. And now let me remove something else from the box, apart from the bottom tray, because those are the cardboard components and elements that you use to create buildings. We have seen the side walls here, and here is the ceiling and floor of each building. And you have to put it like this and insert this cardboard element into this. I will show in a second. You have different sizes for different sizes of different buildings. And in order to do it, let me show you something, because you can see they have those numbers here, like A3 times 301. And each building has got a different number here, so it's easier to locate the second part that you need to use if you want to construct a building. They have different sizes, they have different shapes, and it's really easy to use. Okay, but let me show you maybe one example of it. So we have this A3 times 301, and we have to find the corresponding wall, A3 times 301. So okay, so this is it. So you take this, you have to fold it like this. You have to fold the small part to the inside on each side. Let me show you. Of course, after playing this game a few times, it will be easier to do, because this is like a brand new game. But you have to put it flat on your table, and then you have to take this part, insert it like this, and then you have to push it from the top into the box. And you have a building, a 3D building that you can use in the game. This is a square, but you have different sizes of different buildings. It's fully functional. You can place your miniatures in it. You can place one building on another to make different levels of terrain. And this is really, really cool. And this is really amazing. And the cool part is that if you want to remove it, you will just push it out like this. This goes back to the flat option. This also. And this is your building. It's flat, it's light, it fits back in the box. And for me, this is a game changer. And I wish that all RPG, adventure, dungeon crawler, shooters and games with a different terrain use something like this, because it looks really amazing when you place it on the table, and you will not have a flat tiles, because in many games you have to imagine that something is higher, something is lower, because maybe it has a different artwork on the tile itself, but it's still flat. Here it's not. And here is the remaining part of the ceilings and floors of all those buildings. But of course, as you have seen, it fits back here. The same with this. You can let me show you. You will store it here to the side. You have to place this here and this here. This, and without any problems, everything fits back in the box, and this is also amazing. So here below we have the last tray with different components. Here we have the player boards. Here we have some tokens and crystals and cubes to track different things on your player boards. The player boards are dual layered, so this is cool. When you play something inside, it will not slide. You have 6 boards for 6 players. Here we have equipment boards, also 1 for each player. This is cool. And let me put it to the side again. Let's put it back. And here we have remaining components and remaining elements. I will not remove this last tray, but I will show you what's inside. Here we have different weapons, and you have different rarity of those weapons, as you can see. And there are so many cards. This is really crazy. I know this is a shooter, a skirmish game, but look at all those weapons and all those cards. This is crazy. Crazy. So many of them. They have not the typical shape. So if you sleeve your cards, I'm not sure what sleeves you should use, but so many cards. Okay, let me put them back here. Here we have additional cards for each legend, for each warrior, for each fighter. Okay, different cards: Bangalore, Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Ref, Lifeline, and Pathfinder. The 6th one you have in this game box. Some events, and even more cards for each hero, as you can see on the back of those cards. We have some additional tokens, some tokens for opened supplies. Somewhere here were tokens for closed supplies. This looks like this. And another cool thing is some even more additional tokens, some lock tokens. But the cool part is that here, as you can see from top, we have different terrains and different buildings. And as you can see, you can store them assembled. And we have like trees that you can use in the game. You don't have to disassemble them. You assemble them only once when you get the game. They go back here without any problem. We have some rocks that you can use in the game. You have some, I don't know, I don't remember what are all those components, but everything fits back here. Those trays are designed to store everything already constructed. And this is great, because believe me, when I assembled all of those components according to the instructions, I was really worried that I will have to disassemble it to put it back in the box, but I don't have to. I have a little mess here, probably there is a better way to store it, but all those remaining components, like those flags and so, I have put just here. Here are some, I don't know, what are those? Lamp posts or things like this. You can store it here. And everything fits in the box. Believe me or not, it fits back here, or like this. Okay, there's one thing I have not showed you yet. Those are the screens for each player. If you when you hide stuff from other players, you will place it on your player board, and just like this. So this is the unboxing in a way of Apex Legends, the board game. Sorry, but this is not the unboxing where I open everything for the first time, but believe me, looking at the punch board doesn't give the game justice, and it will not show you how everything in this game can be or can be stored. And this is really a clever system of storage, because as you can see, everything fits back here, and this is really awesome. I think I have forgotten to play something. No, this is the third layer. It goes back here. Of course, you have to be careful not to damage anything, but it goes back here. You have this board, and you can place this here, and you can close everything. Everything goes back. I can show you, believe me. This goes here, this goes here. You have this terrain here, and those bags. There is enough space, the loot bags and everything. I will not do it right now, but believe me, everything fits back in the box. So as I said, expect another video in the future where I will tell you more about the game, about the gameplay and my opinion of this game. Thank you for watching. For now, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, visit me on social media channels. You will find links in the description of the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.